all you heathens, low
Damn.
down, dirty scoundrels. Hey, man, we here. Episode 289. Your boy Walker Mar in the building. Detroit Mel in the building.
What up, though?
Out of sports. And you know where to find us. Going over to ROW Sports Network. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, ROW Sports 1 on Twitter. You can find us there.
Yes. In the magazine, too. You can find us in the sports section of the newspaper. USA Today, the Free Press, the Chronicles, Life Magazine. Sorry.
Yeah, Slam Magazine.
Right.
Dubs Magazine.
Right. XL.
Playboy.
Right. You find me reading on.
Nah. We there for the
online.
For the pictures.
Yeah. I'm here for the articles. Sorry.
We read your pictures.
Right.
Anyway, man, how you doing, bro? What's good, man?
I'm tired, nigga. I'm tired to get a
man.
Floor.
I know, bro.
Slayer. I was so busy yesterday and today. Like the line never stopped. I looked up, more niggas. Looked up, more niggas. I'm like, damn.
Hey, take it as a compliment that they like your food, man. Take it as a compliment, bro. So
I couldn't. I had did a tour. I did a tour of the South this week, so I had all that country. Yes, I had a bunch of country cooking. So them folks came out. Hey, on Wednesday I had some collards and briskets and mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh snap!
Niggas was lining up. The day I had chicken and dumplings.
Oh yeah, the chicken dumplings popping.
Chicken dumpling, peach cobbler.
Okay.
And I did the country sucker task with the butter and the chicken stock in the mug. Man, that peach cobbler's good. Nigga, I was in my line eating that shit unconscious, like, should I stop eating it?
I ain't gonna lie, man. That sound good as hell, dog.
I was like, niggas need some ice cream, bro. I'd have been in a corner like a crackhead.
Nah, that's dope, bro. That's what's up, man. Man, I know. There's somebody that's feeling real good right now, and that is the Texas Rangers. What up, Smitty? Yeah. Shout out to Smitty. Texas Rangers get the job done, handle their business. Why couldn't they trade Tay before the Raiders clean? Hey, man, there's a lot of things that didn't happen. We'll talk about the trade deadline and all that stuff. NFL, obviously, things that didn't happen in the trade deadline, things that did. Definitely, we'll get you guys amped up for it. Tennessee Titans, Pittsburgh Steelers tonight. I don't even know that. I think that's going to be a horrendous game, but regardless.
I'll be watching that. People who live in Nashville.
In Pittsburgh. Yeah, but there's Pittsburgh fans everywhere, bro. So there'll be people interested for it. So we'll talk about that. But shout out to Texas Rangers, man. Took care of business, won the series in 5 games. I wrote it down the other day, last night. So Bruce Bochy, I got to give a shout out to the manager. That is his 4th World Series victory as a manager. Becomes the 6th manager in Major League Baseball history to do that, to have 4 more World Series championships. So he's in elite air as a manager.
Yeah.
The Rangers, 11-0 on the road. Hey, man, let's put this in perspective. Anytime you're undefeated on the road,
that's good.
In any type of damn good. Yeah. I'll go through a whole playoffs and be like, yeah, man, you better hope you get us at home because we gonna embarrass you at your home. I mean, wow. That look, I never seen nothing like that, bro. We gotta get.
They look dominant, man.
Yeah,
they look dominant. I wanted to see Arizona win it, but hey, it is what it is.
Nah, it wasn't happening, dog.
Yeah, it just wasn't. I was like, damn, Arizona, you want to win?
Nah, it wasn't happening, dog.
I was like, damn.
Nah, it wasn't that well. Because the thing is Arizona kind of gave me a little mess with me a little bit. I thought they was going to try to make it competitive, but nah, it just wasn't, man. It just wasn't at all.
This wasn't meant to be.
Nah,
this wasn't meant to be.
I think you better let it go.
For real.
Texas got those World Series sold on up. Yeah, they ain't having it, bro. I mean, 11-0 on the road. That's like I'm still tripping off that, bro. That's ridiculous. Like, who can say that? Hey, I'm more dominant away from home than I am at home. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's an amazing feat, man. You know, I mean, like I said before we start talking about we was talking about the playoffs itself. I rooted for the Rangers also because it was a good story. When it came down to those two, I'd rather seen Arizona win. But I think that's a better story. Underdog. Who expected Arizona to be there?
Oh, nobody.
So it's like when you see Arizona made the playoffs. Well, it's like if the Rockies was made, I would have rooted for the Rockies.
Yeah, that's fair.
You won't expect for them to make it. Every couple of times the Rockies look like they may have a decent team, and they started to flutter at the end. Arizona made it in, and then they made it all the way to the World Series. So I was like, hey, maybe the red hot Phillies team. Yeah, that Phillies team was red hot. It did the same thing last year. I was like, came on strong at the end and went all the way. So I thought they were going to do the same thing this year. Arizona stopped them and beat them. So I rooted for Arizona.
Yeah.
So I had to put them on fuck you Arizona list.
Minnie says it's crazy how I played baseball all through high school and I can't sit and watch baseball. Well, I mean, it's
different.
Yeah, I don't know. I played baseball and I can actually sit and watch a baseball game.
Especially during the World Series and the playoffs, man. It's just something about that atmosphere and the hype behind it. TV coverage even make you want to watch it. I mean, one thing I can say, we always talk about the stuff that MLB does wrong. But one thing I do like about it, when it comes to playoff,
they get it right.
They get it right. They get you hyped for it. The coverage be pretty good, because they show a good mixture of the fans in the crowd. How they cheering, that kind of get the energy going. The commercials. I think they do a good
and shit.
Yeah, I think they do a good job when it comes to playoff baseball, but regular season just don't. And it could be because of so many damn games.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. It's a shit ton of games, bro. Like literally, it's every time 162.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
That's a lot
of games to get hyped for.
Well, you can't get hyped for that many games. and at the end of the day, all it is just to prepare for your seeding if you can make it to the playoffs. That's all it is for. Is how can you
Philly prove it 2 years in a row? You gotta get hot at the right time.
Yeah, well, Philly's done that before, but this year I think they just ran into some good pitching, some better pitching down the stretch that just didn't fare well.
I hear you. I'm saying my point is like, well, nobody really talking about the Phillies in playoff. You know what I'm saying? We saw the mathematical statistical part that can't make it, but people was looking at other teams when it came to the playoffs.
Gotcha.
And last year the same way, this year the same way. They kind of got on in at the end, got hot, came on in, and so to your point earlier, to me it's like, yeah, you got 162 games, but if you get hot at the right time and just make it in and ride that hot streak all the way through, you can go deep into the playoffs or even to the World Series and win it. So, it's a lot of games, but the game, I won't call them meaningless games, but you know what I'm saying, at the same time, it's hard to get really excited about that because like this, when it comes to September, October, that's the best time to watch baseball.
Oh yeah. Obviously because of the excitement level, because especially end of September, beginning of October, you're definitely trying to, make your push to the playoffs, because October is when the playoffs start for sure.
Right.
And, championships on the line. I mean, that sure does get exciting. So to Smitty's point, I think that's one of the reasons why it's kind of hard to get excited for, especially what you said. I mean, who in the world can get excited for 162 games over the summer, especially when and especially you got basketball going, NBA.
Yeah.
Look at when baseball is so long. It goes through when it starts in March and April, there's still, March Madness going on. NBA basketball still going on. So they're going through their playoffs, through all that. Pretty much the bulk of
the draft.
Yeah, the draft. Like Major League Baseball has so many different things going on during its duration because it's so damn long. So it's kind of hard to pay attention to all 162 games. So you got to really just kind of take it series by series, I guess. Look for your matchups that's going to matter or be exciting to watch. So I get it. I understand a lot of people's reason to not be excited and watch it, but I also understand how baseball is trying to combat that. That's why they're coming up with all these different little rules and regulation changes and bases getting bigger and
Yeah, I'm understanding, but man, they need to find a way to bring that excitement back. Like, for instance,
and they need
the Subway Series. You get excited about that. The Boston Red Sox and the Yankees, you get excited about that. It's certain little matches when they're gonna play, you get excited. But now, they say, oh, when Yankees play the Red Sox, man, okay, if I watch it, I watch. If I don't, I don't. The Yankees play the Mets, if I watch, I watch. If I don't, I don't. It's not like before. I'm like, I gotta watch that. That's gonna be good. Boston Yankees, that's gonna be good.
Well, I mean, you watch the Yankees, so I mean, they're kind of up and down, more up than down. But look at the Red Sox. They're not the team that was in the mid early 2000s that was winning championships. Like they almost like in that category, like the Mets and the Padres get all this money that they keep spending and they down in the dumps. So it's kind of like it's kind of hard to keep want to get invested in the teams.
Yeah, but I guess I need to find some other teams to focus on and start something going like that. They need something like that to kind of, because those kind of things drew you to baseball in the middle during the season. Now, there's nothing really there to draw me to baseball. Look like this, okay? College football, even NFL does this. Say like the year prior, here's a good example. The Lions got blown out by the Ravens, right?
Yeah.
So next year you put the Lions and the Ravens again. Do you hype that up and say, they don't get blown out by, especially the Lions go far this year and the Ravens go far this year? Then you have that matchup where you can say, okay, let's go ahead and put that matchup again. Who the Chiefs should lose to again? I ain't trying to be funny. I just can't remember.
You sure?
Yeah, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm serious. I'm told I'm sleepy today, so my memory is really
You sure you're not trying to be?
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. Oh, Broncos. Okay,
yeah, the Broncos.
So like they can use that, so they can say, Chiefs lost to the Broncos and Chiefs go far. They say. So my point is, in college football, they do the same thing. When they have a good matchup, the Notre Dame matchup with USC, how they ride that. Baseball don't have that. Baseball don't have that where they try to here's a good example. Next year, you put the Rangers against Arizona. They don't promote that type of thing where they take that matchup where the team that lost faces that winning team again next year, especially in the World Series, where you can kind of like ride on it. NBA does it too. Around Christmas time and stuff like that. They had that grudge match, so to speak, around Christmas time.
Yeah,
I think in baseball need to do that. It's like they don't have that attraction where you say, "Oh, I gotta watch this matchup." What other sports do.
I get what you're saying. So just hey, what Mel is telling y'all, Rob Manfred,
right?
Major League Baseball,
motherfucker.
You need to get better at damn making intriguing matchups. That's what you know.
Man, you gotta get eyes to the tube, man. I ain't watching.
Now you're not wrong. Intriguing matchups. I mean, especially when you got 162 games, and you know they're 3 or 4 game series set, sometimes 2.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not watching no triple header of baseball. I'm just not.
Well, first of all, watching one game is a task, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So you know they have triple headers on. I'm like, bro, who is watching
one is a task, dog.
Right? Who is watching that much baseball?
Like, unless you're trying to go to sleep.
Right. I mean, they did shorten the game by an hour, so that kind of helps. But at the same time,
but come on,
it's not okay. I don't want to see the Rockies play Guardians.
No,
I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the Rockies play the Tigers.
Well, you want to see matchups with star power.
You want to see some good. Sometimes those triple headers don't have good matchups. Now, I will say, and they're starting to lose luster now, but the Padres and the Dodgers used to be intriguing.
Well, the Padres are just underachievers. That's why.
You know what I'm saying? But now they start year after year, they keep falling short. It's kind of like nobody care, man. Y'all gonna lose anyway. You know what I'm saying? On, when it all counts, you're gonna lose. You know? No, or the Dodgers and the Dodgers, the Giants.
But to your point, a couple of years ago, it was a good matchup between the Padres and the Dodgers, because here goes some Dodgers who just won a championship in COVID era, but they're constantly in the World Series picture, constantly at the NL. They're division.
You playing in the shadows.
Yeah, you've been playing in the shadows. Mm-hmm. You start, you trying to up and come and get right, and compete with them, but it still ain't the same.
Right.
it's you had your little moment.
Something in the water in San Diego. The Chargers the same way, Padres. Maybe something in that water down there.
But I'll tell you what it is, dog. I'll tell you what it is, dog. Fact of the matter is, man, here's the deal, bro. These dudes in San Diego, so the Padres keep spending all this money, they getting talent.
Yeah, they getting talent.
But it's like not everything comes together. Like you can't just buy a championship. It's impossible.
Yeah.
You can't do it. There's so many factors that go into getting a championship. So like the talent and payroll can only get you so far.
Yeah.
And they just had their manager leave them to go to manage the Giants. So he's going to see him in the division.
Mm-hmm.
That should tell you something. Like the dude said, nah, man,
I can't do nothing with that.
I can't do nothing with all that.
They the Russell Wilson of baseball. Can't do nothing with this.
I can't get you with this. What do you expect me to do with this bullshit? What do you expect me to do with this bullshit?
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. It's just a lot of underachieving. I mean, like you said, the Chargers are the same way. All this talent and piss poor coaching.
Man, we can go all the way back to when they had Dan Fouts and Charlie Joyner and Jefferson. Those man, I used to love watching the offense play. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh man, I know they're gonna win some with this, and never won. And then you go to the Phillip Rivers era.
Yeah,
got great talent on that team, never won. Now you fast forward to now, you got receivers that can't stay healthy. You got defensive players that can't stay healthy. The coach making crazy, but it's always something with this team, and I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can put my finger on it, because you can say coaching, but they didn't have bad coaching back when they had Fouts in them. They had a great coach, Hall of Fame coach.
No,
Phillip Rivers. I mean, that team was a coaching in.
Well, Marty Schottenheimer was known to be conservative. But he was giving them like 14-2 records, though.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, we can say it's Phillip Rivers, maybe.
I don't know, man. Phillip Rivers, LaDainian Tomlinson, had Antonio Gates.
Yeah. Junior Seau.
Sean Merriman and was on that side of the football, on the defensive side, was like playing lights out.
Right.
You know, I can't explain why so many teams or just San Diego and period.
Just something in the water.
Something in the water.
Something in the water.
Speaking of coaches, man, the legendary basketball coach Bob Knight passed away yesterday. Anything you would like to say? Because I don't think I really have anything nice to say about Bobby Knight, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. My mama told me that you got.
Hey, man, I think they should have a cheer, shake coffin.
A chair-shaped coffin.
Chair-shaped coffin, that motherfucker.
Okay, so let me explain why I don't think I have anything nice to say. It has, because just the kind of guy that he was. There's a lot of stuff that comes out after the fact, of course, after his career is done, about the kind of person that he was. And
you got to remind me. I don't remember, honestly.
Well, I mean, it's I see a lot of former players recollect how tough he was, and just certain behavior from him. I just think that I just think he was a habitual line crosser when it came from being a man and a coach. I believe he crossed the man line too many times, and he used the coach as his excuse to say, "Hey, this is for your good and not mine." Did he win national championships? Yes, he won. I think he got 3 or 4 national championships.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say unless it goes for any coach or anything like that, unless you're doing something discriminatory, something sleaze baggage, like messing with people underage, or stuff like that, I'll separate some things. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say, as a coach and what he's done a lot for the school Indiana. He put Indiana on the map.
He did.
Isaiah come out of there. What's my man name? I see his face and everything. He played for a long time in the NBA. Oh God, what's his name? Well, anyway, he had a lot of players come out of there. Some nigga got some sleep. You got Coach K came from they was in Army together.
Yeah, he mentored under Knight.
So Knight did do some things for basketball.
He did.
And and I always say, like, the measure of how great you are is the impact you have on the sport that you in.
Mm-hmm.
When you thought of, at the time he's coaching, you thought of college basketball.
Thought of Bob Knight.
You thought of Bob Knight.
That's true.
You did.
That's true.
So, he made an impact on the NCAA. He made an impact on Indiana. Mm-hmm. Bob Knight was Indiana.
He was.
He was bigger than some of the players, so to speak. Because even though they had great players, you still thought about Bob Knight first, then the players that played on the team.
That's fair. That's a fair.
So yeah, he had a great coaching career. Now, speaking to what you said, yeah, there are some things I think this happens with a lot of great coaching or polarizing coaches, that they become bigger than their position.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you are a coach, but stay in the coach's lane.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to understand tough love. I understand, especially back then.
You
know what I'm saying? I do understand that to a degree.
And that's the thing, Mel. It was back then. It was a different time. It was a different, society temperature,
right,
out there in the atmosphere, but it still doesn't make it right.
Oh yeah, that's my wrap up part. I was getting there. So I understand, especially back then, that that was the way that we thought you made men. Be tough on them, and be real strict with them, and yelling, screaming, all that stuff, because I'm trying to make you a man.
Mm-hmm.
And to some degree, it's not wrong. It depends on how far you go to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
he's gotten fired for literally putting his hands on kids.
Yeah, that's when it goes too far. That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that's when it goes too far. So okay, now you are stepping over the line, and now you done went too far.
Yeah.
And I think he's one of the last of some of that old school type coaching, old school type way of doing things. Yeah. And I think I'm always a person about balance. And so my thing is, I think sometimes we're too far over this way now, where we just too soft. You know what I'm saying? And I think Bob Knight is on the other side where it's like, all right, come on, man.
Yeah, he's too far. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be somewhere in the middle where you have to have some kind of firmness, some kind of toughness, because that's part of the sport.
Well, it benefits you to be closer to the middle.
Yes.
It's fair to say. Right. So, for example, I saw the clip of Mike Brown, Sacramento Kings head coach, the other day, and he laid into some players. Malik, you talking about Malik Monk? You about to make my head explode? Get the play. He's laying into him verbally. There was some cuss words into it. But then he backed off of Malik and then made it a, hey, gentlemen, let's go. Get your head out of your asses.
Right.
He took one person, made it to one, and made it about the team as in, hey, he's lost focus, but it's indicative to you all have lost focus. Let's tighten up.
Right.
Get it verbally. Now, there's been things with Bob Knight where he starts it that way. It don't end that way. And then that's why it just for me, I respect the accolades that he's done, because I agree with you 100%. Bob Knight could probably do no wrong for about 30 years in Indiana. Right. He had the whole state on lock. He had, he was getting the best recruits in America to go play basketball for him. So he was able to compete with the top programs because he was one of the top programs.
Right.
Take nothing away from it. But just for me, because of the, of the habitual lines that he, probably crossed, because let's be honest, he only got caught for a couple of them that got him fired.
Right.
Come on. I don't think
he threw a cheer.
He threw a cheer.
Got him fired.
In the game. And a referee.
That should have got him fired.
So, my thing is I'm not stupid. I damn sure know that you're not stupid. And, you're a psych kind of guy. I'm a kind of guy that likes to think about the, how people think and react as well, too. So it's kind of like, I'm willing to bet the couple of instances that Bob Knight only got caught for, it was only the tip of the iceberg.
Right. For real.
I'm willing to bet the $100 million that I know my broke ass ain't got, that was just the tip of the iceberg. So it's kind of like, I can't just sit here and act like, hey, basketball, Mr. Indiana basketball, you are Bob Knight, and all you done is only obviously a conversation because, unfortunately the man passed away. So those conversations, they get had. I mean,
I agree. So, I think when you talk about these issues and you bring up people like Bob Knight, you have to bring that part up. That's part of his legacy. So it's not like I think that goes back to our saying, even when you eulogize someone, you still have to have a balance when you talk about, especially a public figure like that.
Yeah.
Because you have to put who he was in the perspective in his totality.
Yeah.
Who he was in his totality. He achieved a lot as a coach, but here's his flaw as a man, as a person, as a human being.
Yeah.
And I think you do justice by that way. And then you let it fall where it went. You let your opinion fall where it does.
Yeah.
Whether or not you like him or don't, that's up to you. But now you got a full picture of who he was.
Yeah. And then, like you said, like, let your opinions flow and fly how they ever seem, deemed necessary.
Right.
But I mean, it is what it is. I'm not obviously, I'm I'm not oblivious to that part of his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
As much as everybody, especially with the passing of him, they're going to be quick to talk about, that the basketball legacy of him.
Right.
I'm not afraid to talk about the man side of him. Like, I didn't think some of his antics and behavior was, it wasn't justified in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree with you.
But, man, speaking of not things justified, I'm having a hard time dealing with this, bro.
The Chiefs off again?
No. This James Harden.
Oh, shoot.
I'm trying to see the positive in this. In the Clippers, there's only a couple pieces of positive that I found, bro.
The positive part is, I'll let you go. Go ahead. I'll let you go.
No, I gotta hear this. Please indulge me, dog.
The positive part is, LA is a big city.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of strip clubs there.
You got to make it rain in that bitch.
He about to make some strippers rich.
Baby, I ain't got to do my OnlyFans. Harden in the building.
He dropping bills up in this motherfucker.
Dropping bands, dog.
Yo, here's the thing. I'll say this.
Bands to make them dance.
It's going right for real. I'll say this though. It's gonna be good for the first half of the season.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be James gonna find a way that he don't like something or somebody, and he gonna try to justify his bad play or his lack of effort. Let me say that. You know how to justify his lack of effort. Because if you look at it from the way this team is constructed, if James Harden gives a full effort with Westbrook.
Wait, hold on. Did you say?
I said if.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I was like, full effort in James ain't never been in the same sentence, bro.
Let me clarify.
All right. I'm just making sure.
if James Harden, if he gives a full effort with Westbrook and Kawhi and other nigga from Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good team on paper. Good team on paper. You know what I'm saying? However, what always happened with the Clippers? Injury. Kawhi never makes a full season. Have Kawhi played a full season since he left since he been in the league? Yeah, he was injured when he was in San Antonio.
He has in San Antonio. He hasn't played a full season since his injury his last year in San Antonio. His last few years.
So he ain't played a full season yet. So
it's been at least 6-7 years, bro.
Yeah. So something that comes. Then Westbrook gonna give you a lot of points. A lot of flash, a lot of statistics. But
to be fair on Westbrook, because you know how I feel about Westbrook. He's actually, ever since he's been in the Clippers uniform, I don't know what it is, but he's actually been playing good damn team basketball, and it's been shocking me because I'm like, why couldn't I get that when he was a Laker?
Man, he thought he had to do more when he was in LA.
Yeah, he probably had.
But he's in Lakers. I'm saying he's still in LA, but he's in Lakers. But then you got Harden, man. You know, I will say this: he doesn't have to do as much on this team as he did in other teams.
That's why I think it don't work.
So maybe that might be a good thing for him. I'm trying to find a positive. That's what I'm trying to find a positive. He don't have to do as much.
Find a positive too, but I'm like, ooh.
But he seems to find a way to find issues with something or somebody or something.
Bruh,
and my thing is like, bro,
since 2021, fourth team since 2021. What year we in?
23.
All right, fourth team since 2021. Rockets, Nets, Sixers, Clippers. Come on, man. Hey, I ain't as hard as NBA. Well, hell, you might as well play for all 30 teams at this point.
Might as well.
All I'm saying is I ain't the brightest man in the world, but when the the scene the scenery changes so often in a short amount of time. Hey man, because we've seen it, man, especially in our industry, culinary.
Oh yeah.
When a cat can't bouncing from kitchen to kitchen, we know what it is.
It's an issue.
Can't be every kitchen.
Right. Every kitchen can't be wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Every kitchen can't be wrong, bro.
Every kitchen can't be wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. I think I could probably speak for both of us. We probably worked in a couple of places where you're like, yeah, man, this ain't it.
Right.
But there also are people that just ain't it. Hey, I'm sorry, James Harden. I don't think it's in the NBA, bro. I think it's you.
It's him.
Come on. I think it's you.
It's you.
And
I mean, I just want to see what happens, man. How long it's gonna take?
Well, I said the other night, because I'm like you. I am like you, where I agree 1,000% where you like. It's gonna start off fine. He's gonna play nice.
It's the honeymoon season.
Yeah, yeah, but that honeymoon, fades away quick because this is a trade early in the season. We only about a week and a half in the NBA season.
For real.
Here's what kills me though. PJ Tucker played last night. Why ain't James?
He get acclimated to the strip club.
No, damn that. Yeah, man. you didn't start the season with the Sixers last week, a week and a half ago.
He's not injured, all right? He's not injured, right?
He ain't injured, bro.
Okay, I want to make sure.
Why did he play last night?
That's a good question.
To me, that is indicative of what you just got yourself into. Because to me, if PJ Tucker played, who just got traded with you in that trade, played last night, for situational purposes, you couldn't use James Harden situational purposes.
Maybe he got in his contract. He don't play on the first Wednesday on November.
Man, fuck off.
I don't play on the first Wednesday in November. It's bad juju.
Hey, man, my thing is like, bro, why ain't you ready to play?
I had to get my beard waxed.
Man, chill out. Why is this dude not? Why didn't you not? Look, I get it. There might be times where I may analytically look at certain situations and might seem a little over exaggerating, and it might seem minute to other people. But to me, you haven't debuted yet in the season because obviously you was having that tissy with Philly. You weren't showing up to practices. Right. You really didn't give him an explanation, and then you kind of gave him one whenever you felt like it. And then the audacity of you to just want to show up to the team bus to travel, and they told you, no, go sit your ass down. You ain't practiced with us. You ain't been wanting to tell us why you missing practices because you weren't excused for it. Right. And then all of a sudden, oh, man, I got family issues. And then just, hey, man, I'm ready to go play basketball. Nah, man, go sit your black ass down.
Bye, nigga.
Pretty much. Go sit down, bro.
Wow.
And so, look, can he score? Yes. He can put points on the board. It's probably still, I think James Harden could still average 23, 24.
Yeah. Not a bad passer. Pretty good passer.
Yeah. I give you that.
Yeah, just
But
I'm gonna say he can't play defense. He's just lazy.
No, okay, that's fair. Because I've seen him play defense.
I've seen him play defense before.
No, he doesn't want to.
Yeah, he just chooses not to. You know what I'm saying?
But that's a problem, though.
I mean, yeah, it's a problem. Definitely it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it's not. Because people say, oh, well, James Harden, he's a liability. Yeah, he's a liability, but it's not a liability that can't be fixed. It's a liability that he chooses not to fix.
You can't fix that, dog.
Well, I mean, there is a remedy there. He chooses not to use that remedy, which is him not doing it. You know what I'm saying? His lack of effort. That's the remedy. He just won't do
it. Hey, you be like, hey, James, you playing defense tonight? Didn't he hit you with that meme?
Right.
Like, come on, man. You know what it is.
I get down. Well, yeah.
I'm with you. He can probably still average 23, 24, 25 points a game. He can still, facilitate. I will give him that. But there are times I think he facilitates out of need, as in he can't get his shot off. So he'll, hey, man, here. They got me triple team. I can't get out of this.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just when you've gotten your way so many times, he's won in every situation because he's still getting nice little checks. Because we gotta remember he opted in player option at $36 million, so he's still gonna get his $36 million, and yet he found another team to use him as a ploy to, put him on the team. But here's my biggest thing. I think Clippers owner, I forget his name now. I think this is a ploy. I think this is a ploy to sell tickets. Because look, they're about to eventually get out that crypto.com or Staples Center. I still call it Staples Center. So the Clippers, they're building a new arena in Inglewood. And, I think he needs more. Steve Ballmer, there it is. Of Microsoft. So Steve Ballmer, I'm thinking this is more let's have Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden, familiar names to basketball people. Let's put them on my team so we can sell these tickets. I 100% believe that is the case. Just because, one, at some point in time, Kawhi and Paul George are going to miss time.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely inevitable.
It's inevitable. So that leaves you with James Harden and Russell Westbrook. Will it be enough to to carry you to a playoff? Look, this team was just in the playoffs last year, and had Russell Westbrook had a little bit more aid, whether it was Paul George or Kawhi Leonard, they could have beat the Suns. That I firmly believe that. They could have won that series. But I also believe that, this is a move to sell tickets to make sure that I have some names that are recognizable to make you go buy it. Go buy those tickets.
I don't know. I can't say yeah and nay. I would think that outside of Jerry Jones, he's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
But most owners, they want to sell tickets, but the money is in winning. You know what I'm saying? The money is in. Money is in selling jerseys. Yes,
you are right. Hold on, you are right that the money is in winning. But Jerry Jones has shown that it.
That's what I said. Outside of Jerry Jones.
Okay, I was about to say. Okay,
outside of Jerry Jones.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta look at it from Jerry Jones' perspective. Jerry Jones has built a global name.
Yeah, and this is
Clippers don't have that.
Yeah, and this is built over 40 plus years.
Yeah, so his Clippers don't have that.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing to achieve that, I mean, you gotta say this. They still have, even though it's been a while, they still have Super Bowls that can help. They have winning. They help build that global image. Let me say that.
Yes.
So the Clippers don't have that.
Yeah, they got
Clippers always been a laughing stock of LA for the longest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now that they have a better product that you can watch, to build a global, people like winning. You know, look, okay, good example. Look at the Lions. The Lions are winning now. Now you're getting bandwagon people being Lions fans. You know, because I'll tell you, when I went somewhere and I saw somebody with Lions gear on, I knew that's what Michigan, because when nobody wear that shit but somebody from Michigan.
Hey,
that's just honest. That's just honest. I ain't mean shitting on the Lions. That's just true.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You knew if somebody had Lions gear on,
they were from
Detroit. Ain't nobody wearing that from Detroit. Now you can go somewhere and see somebody with Lions gear on. I kind of like the team.
Yeah.
You see that now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you're 100% right.
They haven't even won the Super Bowl or nothing. So my thing is, you take somebody like the Clippers, and I ain't trying to be like Nick bringing up my team, but just do that example.
Your example applies.
Right. You take somebody like the Clippers, if you want to build a global name, you have to win. They haven't really won anything.
They ain't win nothing.
They ain't win nothing. I mean, it's different in football than it is in basketball.
Yeah,
in football, you can because football, the way it's set up, where it's designed, you know what I'm saying? You could be a Buffalo Bills, another example. They are a winning team. They haven't won nothing, but they're a winning team where they would get bandwagon fans. First with the NBA, if you don't win a championship, most people aren't gonna jump on your team unless you already established brand like Boston, Lakers. You know, those are established brands.
Mm-hmm.
They already established because they have a winning background behind them. So they can be winning throughout the season or a decent product, 500 or above, and they would gain more fans because they got a good product. And that's one thing. They have something you can watch. It's not like a crappy, you know, you can say what you want about the Lakers. It's still a good product. I mean, we got problems that you can point out, but it's still a good product to watch the Lakers play. You know, because you have the stars in the stands. You have everything in LA. I mean, a better example, the Knicks. When the last time the Knicks won something? And that's not me crapping on them either. I'm just saying.
I don't even think you were alive.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't even remember when they won anything. So my thing is,
I wasn't alive, boy.
But they do have some global notoriety.
Yes, they do.
Because of the iconic city, the market. You know what I'm saying? So they have that they can stand on. Going back to the Clippers, they don't have that.
And they still got celebrities.
They still second. Well, they still, but yeah, but not like they do. Oh shit! I got a cramp. Hold on, gotta go out.
But I'm saying they still have like Spike Lee. See, that's old people problems. They be getting cramps and shit. Can't sit down too long. Ow, my gout acting up. Oh goodness, I can't. Mel gonna kill me for that one. But I mean, to his point, the Knicks do got notoriety. Well-known franchise, big city, situations like that. You know, still get the Spike Lees and the other. Jay-Z comes. Well, you know, depending on who the matchup is, for sure. That still goes to Knicks games and things like that. Obviously, situational circumstances like if they're playing KD, LeBron, you know, Zion, you know, certain names that can draw and still bring teams to their city. But yeah, the Clippers just don't have that situation where they can still draw names because they haven't won nothing, and you know, they still got a laughing stock of the NBA LA little, you know, cast of I guess culture that they got to get rid of because there's no precedence of it. But when it comes to the James Harden trade, just for me personally, I don't think it moves the needle as them making them automatic contenders to come out the West. I don't think it makes them automatic contenders to go to a finals. I don't think it makes them automatic contenders to win the finals. There's just too many factors that just hasn't gone the Clippers' way. And then James Harden, to me, is just, you know, it'll grab headlines. It'll get people talking. But to the basketball point of things, I don't think it makes it that much of a damn difference. It still makes, you know, Clippers still, you know, amongst the other good teams in the West. There's too many talented teams. And I preface by saying that talented teams that have been playing together, gelled together, are talented individuals coming together to make a collective talented team. I like the Kings. I love what they're doing. Young talented team. Mike Brown, good coach. Obviously, I got to give the Nuggets credit, defending champs, and they still look damn good. So I don't think the James Harden trade just catapults the Clippers over all those teams because there's so many different variables and situations that's going to come about that. So, you good, old man?
Man, I was at the gym today. I think I did too many damn cells. My stomach started cramping. For real. Yeah, I'm good though. I was like, oh, I feel that one.
I was like, bro, I didn't see that shit before. I didn't done that shit. I'm like, oh,
One time, now back in the day, I used to be like a gym rat. And so I was like, I heard, like you do 500 sit-ups, man, a day. So I'm doing I'm on 498. I come up, I heard that mother said, cramp up, stomach got like this.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, shit.
I'm done.
And I ain't, man, stomach cramp hurt like a mother, bro.
Nah, for real. Nah, I'm with you, man. I'm done. So let me ask you this. Like I just said just a second ago, I don't see this catapulting the Clippers over that many good teams in the West. Where do you see this trade putting the Clippers at?
The problem is, man, it all hinged on what Harden's going to do. I mean, we can all just go by his past behavior and say, hey, based on what he did, I don't see this doing anything either, because if Harden doesn't be I'm saying this, Harden can be a great player. He has the potential is there, scoring wise. You got scoring across all across the board with Westbrook, Harden, Paul George, Kawhi. You can score, JoJo. Just your first four right there will outscore just about anybody. You can argue they can outscore any team in the NBA.
Yeah,
with those four. The problem is, what is Harden going to do? We already know what the Clippers can do without them. But adding Harden there, is he going to play? Is he going to play basketball? And that's the thing. He's the X factor. We don't know what we're going to get. So I think it's too early to really say, unless we're going to go about what we know from him from history. We're going to say this shit ain't going to work.
Yeah.
What up, Ant?
I don't see that Clipper team playing good together. Yeah. There's one basketball, and you got, 3 individuals for sure that had the offense run through them and actually had the ball in their hands. Paul George, Russell, and James.
But I can see Paul George not being selfish about having the ball. I can see him acquiescing if it's for the benefit of the team. Can you see Harden doing that? I don't think so. That's the thing. I don't know if I see Harden be able to do that. And to a degree, I can see Russell doing that. To a degree. I can see Russell doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think at this point in his career, he wants to win. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He wants to win. I think at this point in his career, he wants to win. I don't see Harden as even making those kind of connections about his career. I think I'm just in it for a check. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him making those kind of connections of legacy. You get to a point of your career where you think about legacy. I don't see Harden, and I mean, just going by what I see, I don't see Harden making that connection about legacy. So right, you know what I'm saying? And really, he's been here for a while, so he don't really have a lot of time left. If you think about it, the little bit he might get squeezed out 4 more years, maybe 5.
Yeah, that's pushing it because he's about in mid-30s. So is Westbrook. So is so because these and this is why another part of this equation that I wanted to talk about, because a lot of people are, well, why ain't anybody considered the Clippers a super team? I said, well, maybe on paper they look like a super team, but we just got to go by just the sample size of what we gotten from them in the last few years. Kawhi's going to get hurt. Paul George is probably going to follow. And it's stuck with Westbrook and Harden. And then at some point, Harden is going to, start being lazy as hell. And so, no, I can't. Now, basketball in me, I'm being real. Now, if Kawhi can stay healthy, Paul George can stay healthy, James can actually put some effort into his everyday basketball life.
Right.
Hey, you got something.
Yeah.
You're cooking with some bacon grease, all right?
There you go.
But right now,
don't look that way.
Yeah. Looking like we got tofu. We ain't cooking with no bacon grease.
He's on tofu. He's on tofu.
Nah, because tofu absorbs,
I ate tofu, sir.
Yeah, because you vegan. So
it's pretty good fried.
But tofu is what? It's bland.
It is.
You must it must take on the flavor of something else
right
to be delicious.
Right.
So right now,
you wrap that mug some nori sheets and some
yeah,
yellow cornmeal and fried. That
that shit popping.
Shit popping.
That's how you make your vegan fried fish and shit.
Yeah, how you do it.
Okay. All right. I learned something new every day. But speaking of trades, man, that NFL trade deadline came and went. Man, let's talk about your squad, man, because believe it or not, I actually like that Donovan Peoples-Jones pickup. Mm-hmm. Here's the reason why I like it. Because look at your wide receiving core. Right. You got J-Mo, who's a speeder. Mm-hmm. He's there to take the top off. But he's not a big guy. Right. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's your move the chains guy. Mm-hmm. Same with Reynolds. But they're not big guys. Right. Bringing in Donovan Peoples-Jones, 6'2", 6'3", probably around 200 pounds. So he brings a different dynamic size-wise and a bigger target for Jared Goff, not named Sam Laporta. Right. So you get, added weaponry to your offense, which I think is pretty damn good. They were pretty damn good last year. I know they kind of, getting some knock on them this year because they're not putting up the same output as they were last year. Mm-hmm. But I think they kind of changed their dynamic. They seem more run heavy this year, and it's actually because of David Montgomery, but he's been out. So if that's fair to say, that's just how I've been observing the Lions. Mm-hmm. With David Montgomery, they had to kind of change their dynamic because he's a running back that was, producing for him pretty well. So you don't take the ball out of his hands. So, but overall, I like that trade because it's just another dynamic, another layer, another weapon that can help. I mean, look, y'all got the North on lock. There's no reason why y'all shouldn't win the North. All right, let's be honest about it at this point. Right. Minnesota's done. They're done. All right. No quarterback, no Justin Jefferson. They are done. All right. Their defense has been shaky. I will give Brian Flores his credit. He's been scheming up some good defensive game plans against some good offenses. Been managing to keep the lid on some very productive offenses. Yeah. But it's not going to be enough. That offense without Kirk, without Justin Jefferson, hey man, y'all might as well pack your 10 up, man. Move it to the next town. Bears, they're not ready. Packers, fool's gold, they not ready. I think we need to have the conversation about Jordan Love. I don't think he was ready. You stupid, but
I think too with Jordan Love, man, they and the thing out there now, they're gonna see after the next couple of games, they're evaluating him to see if he's the answer.
As you should.
You know what I'm saying? So like next year, they may be looking to get a quarterback. Hell, this year they might be looking to tank to get a quarterback. They might take Jordan Love out and put in I don't even know who their backup is. Scrubby McGibson.
They ain't the thing is, they don't have to tank. They just need to keep him at quarterback.
Keep him in. That is tanking.
Just say
keep him in. That's tanking.
Yeah, keep him there. Yeah, keep him right now. So
yeah, he's under evaluation. I mean, you constantly evaluation, but I'm saying more under evaluation to see if he's the answer now. Mm-hmm. They really looking at him like, okay, can he really do this? And so he might be out of job next year.
Amen.
And I don't blame him. I mean, he sat for a while.
3 years.
3 years. You sat. What did you learn?
Right now, I don't see nothing.
And and then you show a little flash, and you're like, oh, okay. And then that's it. You're like a sparkler. You know what I'm saying? A little flash, go out, that's it. Yeah, that's all I'm trading for Dobbs. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, it's not gonna mean nothing.
Yeah, I mean, but they had to make a move and get somebody, but
For what?
I guess they figure they still in the playoff hunt.
No, the fuck they not, man.
I guess that's what they feel.
They might be right now, but we still got a whole half of a season left to go. Like majority of these teams still got nine games to go play. Like, come on.
Yeah.
No. They play the first.
They only play what? 2 division games? They play the Packers, they play Bears, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes, they still got to play us. They still got to play Bears and Packers again.
They might be getting. They may be able to get one of them, just because the Packers and the Bears are just.
I think the Packers will get them because of the defense.
Well, I thought that the other week, and because the Packers got the better defense of the two, and sure as I was wrong because the Vikings won that game, but
but Kirk played most of that game.
Yeah, he did.
So
until he got hurt. You're right.
Yeah. But I'll say, but going back to the thing about the trade with the Lions, I'm not gonna lie. First, I was looking at, oh man, they got that chance. You look at the rumors, they might get Chase Young, or they might get Brian Burns. Oh, what? They might get Sweat. And so when it came, and I'm at work, I'm looking at the phone, getting closer and closer to the deadline. I'm looking at the phone, and I got the last minute. They got Jonathan People-Jones. I'm like, the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But then after you sat with and thought about it, I mean, so the thing is, everybody say, oh, Brad Holmes a genius. Oh, Brad Holmes, he had to clean up the books, blah, blah, blah. So my thing is, it all looks good until it don't. So if it works out and the players he got works and he has money to pay who he needs to pay, when that time comes up, then it looks good. You bring in Chase Young, do you have to shell out all that money to him? Or you bring in a Sweat, had to shell out all that money to him, then you can't keep your core people. You know what I'm saying? Because really, don't like you can get like a piece that you need from the draft, like he been doing.
Mm-hmm.
You add that piece in, now you got 5 more years you have to pay him.
Yeah.
Same with the offensive line. Most people don't go and look in the draft offensive line early. You got enough pieces where you can go in early and draft for your offensive line.
Fair.
And then maybe get somebody, in the later rounds on your defensive line that can probably work out.
Yeah.
And then you can keep moving forward. And like I think I was telling Nick or somebody, you got you got 2 players that signed 1-year contracts, but since they got hurt, most time they prove it there. They haven't proved anything because they didn't play. They got hurt. Mm-hmm. So you may be able to keep Mosey and CJ Gardner-Johnson or CD Deuce, whatever you want to call them, because they didn't play. So they might come back next year too. So now you got most of those people back next year. You got 2nd year on Brian Branch. So I'm saying, so you have pieces there. So yeah, you would like to see it happen, but this may work out. People-Jones going to add to the offense. Now offense is explosive.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gibbs is coming along. He looked good against the Raiders.
Had a great game.
Good against the Raiders. So, he looked good. He don't think he looked good against Baltimore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things, and I see AP's comment. If that's a rental, man, that's that
was a dumb move.
Yeah, just gave him up for a 3rd rounder.
But shit, Trey Lance. They did do Trey Lance.
Well, yeah, they got a 4th back from Dallas for that, and I'm surprised they even got that.
I don't know, man. Here's my thing. Looking at what the 49ers been doing, right? It's not their defense that's the problem.
Yeah, but when you make a trade like that, you're telling me that it is the problem.
Right. I'm saying I agree with you. So my point is, how's this move them that much forward? I guess it may move the needle a little bit forward because you got another dynamic player on.
Because he was a number 2 overall pick when he in his draft class.
Right. My point is though, offense has been losing you the games, not defense.
I think
to a degree. To a degree.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay. So my thing is, he add a piece to it. He's gonna add a movie a little bit further, but it's not really what the problem is. The problem is Purdy gonna be the Purdy that we saw last year?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, what's your other choice when Debo's out? Why you get somebody to be a choice for Debo when Debo's out to back that up? That's what we should have got. Your defense was good. I mean, yeah, we had little hiccups here and there, but the way this season been going, a lot of teams been doing that.
They're looking to,
so I think they should have got an offensive piece over a defensive piece. It looks good. It's a good splash play.
Yeah.
But how much does that really move you forward for the 49ers? I don't think it moves you that much forward.
That's
I just don't.
No, that's a fair assessment, but I'm also looking at it this way. So if I'm the 49ers, I got Seattle, who is in my division, I got to contend with. They got weapons on the offense, so let's get after their ass.
Yeah, okay.
Detroit in the NFC, Philly.
Yeah.
Cowboys. There's probably about 4 teams that if I'm the 49ers, like, hey, man, let me make sure I stop their offense.
I stop your offense. I get the ball back. I put it in Purdy's hand. He throws a pick. I mean, fuck that gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Call a spade a spade. I mean, that's what's been happening lately. I mean, call a spade a spade. You're not wrong.
But that's my whole issue with that trade. Everybody's all excited, but I'm looking like I don't see the. I mean, good. It's a good splash play. It looks good. So I'm not saying it's a horrible move.
It's a trade potential.
Yes, but I'm just saying it's not that great of a move to what your issues are on paper. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On paper. That's more of what I'm saying.
So I broke this down the other night. So I'm looking at the Washington Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
You draft Montez Sweat early, high, Payne high, Allen high, Chase Young high. You draft them all high. First couple of rounds, first or second rounds. They're high draft picks, all right?
Mm-hmm.
It's no coincidence that 2 of them are stayed, which are Allen and Payne, who were in the middle, and Sweat, who was the outside, and Chase Young, who was the outside. And they got moved. To me, there's no coincidence. Because for as much potential that front four should have been, one of the deadliest front fours in all of football for the last 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Should have been.
Right.
I think Montez Sweat underachieved. And I think Chase Young severely underachieved.
Yeah, part of an injury, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and for me personally, I'm putting Chase Young in that Jadeveon Clowney category where there's so much potential about you, but I'm not getting that output that made everybody fall in love on the reason why you got drafted so high.
And I think Clowney too. A lot of people didn't play Clowney like they should play. He wasn't a pass rusher. He was a disruptor.
He disrupted,
good run stopper, but he wasn't a pass rusher. I mean, you look at his South Carolina stats, he wasn't getting like a whole bunch of sacks.
No, that's all.
He was just disrupting all the time. That he put on my man in Michigan. Yeah. That's what sold it.
So put him on the map. Yeah,
put him on the map. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, damn. Start covering up my Michigan. Like, damn.
Like I felt that. Like,
shit. I had to go take a Tylenol.
So it's like, and here's the thing, and AP brings it up.
Oh, that's your team. That's your team.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Here's the thing where you get, here's the coin, because I'm looking at this 2 ways. If it works out and he balls, you got him for nothing. A third rounder is, you got him for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
A third round is nothing compared for what you got. What you got in return. If he gives you
that, Chase Young.
Yeah. Okay. So if he gives you 10, 11 sacks over the next 8, 9 games, you won. You won that trade. The only drawback is he doesn't have a 5th-year option, so he's a free agent at the end of the year. You're going to have to come to the decision like, all right, so I just got 10, 11 sacks out of you over 8, 9 games. He's going to ask for money. Why would he not? I would.
That's why I understand the move. Here's the thing. At the beginning of the year, I would say San Francisco is a contender for the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Now I'm looking at what they highly constructed, what they have, and the issues they have. They're still a contender, but not a strong contender.
Yeah, they got chinks in their armor now.
You know what I'm saying? It's not as strong as I was at the beginning of the year. I'm looking at, you lost to what? You did, So it's like
lost to Minnesota, took me out, bro.
Yeah, that lost to Minnesota was like, bro, this is Minnesota. That's supposed to be a dub on your schedule. Oh yeah, we got that one. You know
bruh, because it wasn't no Justin Jefferson in sight, bro.
Right. No Justin Jefferson. Come, bruh, what the hell? So my thing is, so when you looking at the trade deadline, if I'm San Fran, what's gonna make us better? Chase Young make us better? Yeah, but how much better does he make us? Well, not enough to put me as, can I beat Philadelphia with Chase Young? Can I beat the Seattle with Chase Young? Hell, can I beat Dallas with Chase Young? Dallas beats themselves. And people will be beating Dallas. Dallas beat themselves. Hear me out. Whether Washington traded him away this time next year. I mean,
to get him back for a cheaper price, I would. That's actually not a bad take.
That'd be smart.
That's probably
if they can pull that off, that would be smart.
First of all, that's probably the smartest take Anthony has ever said on this show.
Right. He must be smart. You high, nigga?
Smoking that DC. Right. But no, no, that's not a bad take, because I mean, that's the other side of the coin. You gave up a third round for potential for a guy, and he doesn't do jack shit. Because here's my thing: when he was on that line in Washington, I get the injury parts, but when he was there in the lineup, how were you not productive? You are literally on one of probably the best off of potential, especially with Allen and Payne in the middle. I'm pretty sure you saw a lot of 1v1 opportunities a lot, because Allen and Payne are talented D tackles. I know they took on some double teams for you.
Right.
I know they did. So there's no way that you, being with all that potential in the highlights we saw at Ohio State, we saw the great rookie season from you, but you never been able to duplicate it. And we can't put all that on injuries.
No, you can't. You can't.
Like, how the hell did you not be? You should have been a 10 sack motherfucker every year. Every year. A 10 sack guy. With Allen and Payne in the middle? Are you serious?
All right.
Come on, man. Hey, I know I ain't the most fit guy, but I got Allen and Payne in the middle, man. I go do some things and on that online. Give me a couple of sacks.
I ain't about to cap, nigga. I ain't about to cap. That shit hurt nowadays. I ain't trying to take no hits, nigga. Fuck that.
But come on, man. Like,
hey, I cheer for you on the sideline.
Hey, fam. If he couldn't produce in that situation, how am I expecting you to produce in a situation when I got Nick Bosa and all these other good players on San Francisco? I don't know if coaching matters, but at the end of the day.
Yeah, but here's the thing I'll say. You got excellent linebackers over there in San Francisco. You got Bosa. So, because here's good linebackers, they become extension to your line, especially the way certain offenses are ran. Use them in blitz packages. You lose them. You also use them in other ways where they are helping you on that line. They become a fifth rusher against four men, which she loosen you up somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like you got good linebackers like Fred Warner over there.
Greenlaw.
Yeah. That helps you out on defense. So it may help him produce with Ben Bosa come off the edge. So you have that. So it may work. And then, and you probably in a better schemed team. You know what I'm saying? The scheme may be better for you, a better fit that way. So we'll see. It's all about whether how you can stay healthy. The defense is gonna look good. Defense is gonna look good.
And that's a fair point. I see you, Anthony. Coaching does matter.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Yeah. But I guess my only thing is I'd rather see him get an offensive piece, because you see that Debo has been getting hurt lately.
That's every year.
I'm saying So it's like, what you gonna do? You see what this offense looks like without Debo. Then you go Debo and CMC.
Yeah,
y'all are not looking good at all.
That's why I agree with you. That's why I think the 49ers should have traded for offense, because look at how Brock Purdy looks so different without his pieces around him. Yeah. And now look, I get it. Not having Chuck Williams from time to time, that makes a difference. Not having Debo from time to time, not having CMC makes a difference. But over the last 3 games, he still has had CMC. He still has had Kittle. He still has had Brandon Ayuk.
Kittle been quiet, man.
Man, dumb quiet.
I mean, quiet. Like, this motherfucker is a mute. For real. I'm like, what is... One time, I forgot what game it was. I was like, did Kittle play?
Is Kittle there?
You know what I'm saying? I had to go and check the stats.
Like, damn,
that's how quiet he was.
And look, I get it. Not all quarterbacks look good when they're missing a good chunk of their pieces. But Purdy has an insane amount of pieces around him, more than most other quarterbacks. I mean, name a quarterback that has a top tackle in Trent Williams, a top 15 wide receiver in Debo, a top tight end, a top 3 tight end in Kittle,
right?
A top running back in CMC, right? and a solid damn number 2 wide receiver in an Ayuk. That's at least 5 good offensive pieces that if you can't. So you're missing 2 out of those 5, and you still can't produce right. But you got 5 interceptions in 3 games. Come on, bro. Come on. Call a spade.
For real.
So, but when it comes to this trade deadline, man, well, he is a blocking tight end, but he can produce on the receptions too. I mean, the numbers are there for Kittle. The only problem is right now. Is it just because he only produces when Debo or CMC or somebody else is missing?
But right now, I hear what you're saying. I heard you saying AP, but you look at when Jimmy G was there.
Yeah, that was his guy.
You know, when if Debo's cover or Debo's out, you saw Kittle's numbers go up. He was a blocker. So it's like Purdy is not using him to his potential. Purdy's not, not making the right reads. It's something there that's different. Because you can't tell me Jimmy G is an elite quarterback.
No.
He's proven that over there in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Vegas.
Transition alert.
Speaking of Vegas. Oh, man, we got our first coaching casualty.
And I heard they got rid of GM too.
Bruh, and OC. Where they clean house.
They clean house.
They clean house.
It ain't the Patriots way. It's the Patriot can't say.
They said, boy,
all of them that looks like them, smell like them, been touched by them.
You got to go.
Right.
You got to go. Oh, you thought your ass was safe? You got to go too.
House.
Boy, OC, coach, and GM said, get the hell out. Bruh. All right, so here's my thing. And I was doing a late night owl show, and Nick told me this in the middle of the show. He's like, yo, McDaniels is fired. I'm like, what? And Omar, obviously, you and him just had the matchup with you and the Lions, and he was like, it's almost as if he won the Super Bowl. McDaniels and got fired. Here's the deal, man. This is what you get for hiring a guy who was worthless in Denver, had one playoff victory because of Tebow with the slant against Pittsburgh, and couldn't replicate it, couldn't duplicate it. Got caught cheating. A lot of people forget this. Got caught cheating in Denver. A lot of people don't remember this. That one of his staffers got fired and fell on the sword for Josh McDaniels because he got caught recording practices of opposing teams. And go back to I Am Athlete and DJ Williams, the linebacker. He'll tell you he told the story of he's like, yo, man, we was cheating. Yes, McDaniels was cheating in Denver, got caught, and had a guy take the fall for him. Then he, ran back to Daddy Belichick's titty, got his job back. Then was getting looked at again for had the coach job. Remember? Had the coach job. Burned him. Now I'm going back. I'm staying with Papa Belichick. The titty milk too good, so he stayed there. What in your right mind thought that he would have been a good hire? He should have been hired to begin with.
Nah, I mean, I guess my question is, what took so long?
Well, because they was worried about the money part.
Man, I'll tell you something about money. You find ways
to make it.
I'm telling you, find ways to get out of stuff. People with money know how to get out of money.
Yeah,
there's ways to get around it. You know, you can finesse it. So that's my thing. Was like, how can I finesse this? McDaniels showed you
what he was.
He ain't hitting on nothing.
Yeah,
he showed you that. You know, the fact that he brings in, he gets rid of Derek Carr. The Raiders formula was still a winning formula. It might not have been over the top yet, you know, but that was because he was missing pieces. The pieces, your foundation you had was already there. You just needed pieces to that foundation. But you take away from that foundation, you take away a cemented foundation and you put in sand with Jimmy G. And you wonder why you sinking. You know what I'm saying? You had a decent foundation. You should have put pieces around what you had and build on that.
Right.
I already showed you that he didn't have good sense as a coach.
They was just in the playoffs 2 years ago.
Bro, you had Derek Carr, you had Devontae Adams,
Josh Jacobs,
Hunter Renfrow,
Dan Waller. When he was healthy. When he was
healthy. No, he was you had the killer. You had a good foundation. You let this motherfucker out here and kill motherfuckers. Turn on the camera so I can get the IRS.
I don't know. I don't think we can help you with that. I'm not trying to be an accomplice in anything of that shit, AP. You might have to eat that one, dog. For real.
Yeah, I understand that, bro. You had so that to me, you had the pieces, and then you decide, okay, I'm gonna bring in Jimmy G. The fuck thought that was great. I mean, seriously, what was in Jimmy G you saw that you couldn't see in Derek Carr? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta get him.
I gotta get him.
This motherfucker stay injured. I gotta get him.
I gotta get him.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. What did you see in Jimmy G you couldn't see in Derek Carr?
I gotta get that guy, dog.
That didn't make sense. And not only that, you have a chemistry built with your quarterback and receiver because they play in college together.
Right. That was the reason why he came.
Right. So why would you even break that up? I mean, to me, it's like, if I'm my owner, I'm looking at this move like, oh, this motherfucker don't know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? This is just like, this ain't got nothing to do with football, bro. Seriously, this ain't even football. This is just basic psychology. You have chemistry. Not only you have chemistry, they play together in college. They are friends. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like they're like, I know this dude. They friends. They have a relationship.
Is it wedding?
Right. Yeah. So they know each other like that. Have a good relationship. I mean, if in sports, period, when you have a relationship with somebody and you have that chemistry, it goes a long way. Now, do you have to have skill? Yeah, we know all that. I'm just saying, but in general, that goes a long way.
No, you're right.
You know, so you already have that. You decide, I'm gonna break that up and bring in somebody who always hurt. You can't tell me he looked like he was better than Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make sense. So that's already a mistake.
Yeah.
And then, you let Waller go. It's like stuff you just kept doing that was crazy. I was like, bro, what I would have been got rid of you. And then you not winning. That shit worked. That shit is all look like a genius when you win.
Gotta go.
Going for it on fourth down in your own territory looks like a genius when it works. When that shit don't work, you were the biggest asshole.
Yeah. Yeah,
don't forget he coached Jimmy G. Yeah, I do understand that.
But it don't matter. They still,
but it doesn't matter, bro.
They could produce nothing, bro.
It doesn't matter. If I go to a brand new house, somebody offer me a brand new house with whatever your favorite car is, the best car in the driveway, and our old house has a Pinto sitting there. I'm not gonna be like, well, I used to drive a Pinto. Motherfucker, I'm gonna take the Benz. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Pinto.
Fuck that damn Pinto.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, I get you. But
yeah, that's another thing too. Amber, a good point. You know they tied this motherfucker when they say, we'll pay you to leave.
Bro, you know they in financial hell. They still got to pay him and Gruden still.
And like, dog, you so bad, we will pay you to leave.
Hey, man, get the fuck out.
Man, fuck, I don't care. How much it costs? I don't care, man. Just write this nigga a check. Let him go.
Hey, man.
And he looked terrible, bro, in games. Yeah. Terrible.
I'm with you, bro.
I'm gonna make the last point and we can move on.
Yeah.
The Lions game. It just show you how piss poor of a coach he is. The Lions get in the red zone, can't score, keep the game close.
Mm-hmm.
They not scoring. So they decide, okay, we're going to run the ball with Josh Jacobs. They run the ball, score a touchdown. Lions come back, score again, go to halftime. Still close score. They come back out of halftime. The motherfuckers don't run the ball no more. Why would you not go with the formula that works?
Yeah.
That lets you know he's a piss poor coach. For real. Plus, he loves alien quarterbacks trying to replace Cutter when he was hurt on Denver. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Bobby. That's a good point. But a lot of you about to say something. What you about to say, Lamar?
Nah, man, it's just, hey, man. People show you who they are.
Yeah, that's true.
And Josh McDaniels ain't been worth a damn for the longest in the NFL.
Right.
He showed you.
I don't trust no motherfucker wearing a visor in 2023 anyway. Shit. It's 2023. You in a motherfucking visor. I don't trust that.
You in a visor? No.
Nigga, you in a visor? Nigga, you ain't playing poker. You ain't riding. You ain't no jockey. What the fuck you wearing a visor? Get up. The fuck you wearing a visor for? You ain't riding no horse. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't no jockey.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't Preakness. Why the fuck you wearing a visor?
I don't see no Full House in your hand.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You ain't playing poker. Why the hell you wearing
Blind River?
Right.
You say Texas Hold'em up. What's up? What are you doing? What you got your eyes on for? You damn sure ain't golfing.
Right.
It's football. It's visor free. You ain't no Steve Spurrier hoe.
Right. We'll let him get away with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
For real. Like, come on. This shit wild. But let's move on. We got about like 30 minutes in this show. So let's run through this real quick. Every Thursday, we do our top 10. So I got my top 10 ready. All right.
I gotta get I wrote mine down this time.
Oh, you wrote it down?
Yeah, I said I'm gonna get ready this time. Be ready.
All right, I'm gonna run through mine real
quick. Go ahead.
I got 49ers at 10.
Okay.
They scare me, man. I don't care what nobody say. The way that Brock Purdy is performing right now, I don't like it. All right.
Okay.
I don't. I get the Chase Young trade. We already discussed that.
Right.
Probably should have went offense. I got the Bills at 9. I don't know what it is with the Bills. They just look kind of stuck in mud a little bit. You know, up and down. Too much up and down for me. But because of the other teams and where your standings are, I would still rock with the Bills. I got the Bengals at 8. I get it.
That was a Bengals. I might change something.
Bengals are sitting at the bottom of their division, but don't let that fool you. They're playing better than the Steelers. Unfortunately, they'll probably catch the Browns, even though the Browns already beat them. The Browns offense is still looking kind of shaky. I don't know how much longer that defense can hold the fort down for the Browns, but just the Bengals, man, Joe Burrow and that offense is starting to click. That defense is doing enough to make sure they're not getting the doors blown off of them. So I got them at 8. Cowboys at 7. they're trucking along. Cowboys things. Just give it a minute. They'll disappoint the Cowboys fan base and just.
I'll tell you, they disappoint them.
Yeah. No.
Let's make sure we get that clear.
No, trust me. I made sure.
My expectation is already set.
They are who we thought they were.
Right. For real.
Cowboys at 7. I got the Seahawks at 6.
Okay.
Geno hasn't replicated all of his accuracy and good play last year. He's doing enough that they're still winning, and he's doing enough that he's not the reason why they have lost a couple of games, but he's not at the same click as last year, but still a good team. That defense is coming along. 5, I got the Dolphins at 5. I know the offense is explosive. Yeah, but I need y'all to play complete games against better competition. Stop beating up on. I get it. You play who you're supposed to play, and you're supposed to win. That's the name of the game. But I don't see the impressive victory yet. So they're still at 5, but their defense needs some help. They got Jalen Ramsey back last week, and he paid dividends quickly. Had a pick last week. So Ravens at 4. I'm still on the Lamar Jackson MVP train. I'm not getting off of it. I said it at the beginning of the season when we previewed it. I'm not backing off of it. They're getting healthier. They're playing better. Chiefs at 3. I get it. Bad loss against Denver. Still 6-2. Still producing, on the defense. Still good. The offense is moving the football. Here's the problem. Not scoring as much, and their turnover rate is higher than any other offense that I've seen.
It's that damn Taylor Swift.
Man, come on, man.
Damn Taylor Swift. Get the fuck out of the building.
No, man. No.
Hey, when you don't have no ass, that fucks up the pass. You can quote that. I'm gonna get that tatted on my arm.
Hey, a lot of people are saying, no, you need to have Taylor there because that's the only reason why y'all winning. Whatever. I ain't trying to look.
She regardless, it up for y'all. I see a lot of turnovers. It's that ass, man. The ass. The lack of ass is causing turnovers.
Hey, we wasn't turning over when Travis was with Kayla Nicole.
When he had that fat ass, y'all niggas win a Super Bowl.
Humps.
Right.
Championship, baby.
Fuck defense win championship, nigga. Ass win championship. You got the yams. We got the champions.
Boy, I can't. Lions at 2. Still a damn good team. Like I said, when we were talking about the trade deadline, did love the trade of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Low key trade that not a lot of people are going to pay attention to, but it's still good. And hey, Eagles by default, number 1. Best record in football, but let's not act like that this team is not prone to losing some games. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they got them. The flaws are pretty evident. The offense has kind of been, putting it around. They're kind of, hit or miss sometimes. A good thing AJ Brown is such a dog at the wide receiver position. He's kind of bailed out Jalen Hurts on some passes.
Just lost to the Commanders.
Yeah, again.
That Commanders seem to have a number, man. I don't know what it is. It's like that. It's a matchup thing. Sometimes it's like that.
Well, yeah, division games.
Games.
That's why I talk it up to the Chiefs losing to the Broncos. A division game. You just saw them 2 weeks ago, so things happen. But Lions at 2, Eagles at 1, Chiefs at 3. That's my top 3. So go ahead, big dog.
So my thing is, it's 4 little teams circling around this bottom for me. Mm-hmm. I like to do the 1A and 1B type thing. But
no, you just don't like to choose, motherfucker.
Hey, man. Whatever, man. Fuck you, man. Worse
than my damn wife.
I got the Seahawks as number 10, man.
Who you got?
Seahawks is number 10. And
right.
I can see them a little higher, but the reason I got them right there right now because of what you said. Geno has not been Geno of last year. He's doing enough to win the games. The defense is doing enough to keep him in games. So I still think they're a good team, but I can't put them that high up yet.
That's right.
And then I got the Bills at number 9. The Bills are a good team. They're not a great team yet. So I think they up and down, and I think they need to just work on some things. And when you think they're gonna win a game, oh, they look good. Look, they blew Miami out, they come back and lose. When you think they're gonna dominate a team, they barely beat them. So they need to keep to be a good team. You need to beat the teams conventionally, the teams you're supposed to beat. And sometimes they don't do that.
That's fair.
Now here's why I say these two, my A and B. I got Dallas and the Bengals at number 8. I like what Joe Burrow's doing. He's kind of like they get on that roll like they normally do. They lose a few games.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they get on that roll and start, winning games. The reason why I don't have them higher is because we don't know yet. I'm still waiting to see. And then Dallas, Dallas, who they are. They great defense, nice weapons on offense, but you still have Dak and you still have Mike McCarthy. And until y'all can prove to me that y'all can win with them, I won't move y'all probably too much higher. Number 7, I got the Jags. I like what the Jags doing. I think they probably can win a division. They winning steadily. Not impressive, not flashy, but they winning. They got a great coach, Doug Peterson. He got them boys playing. I got the 49ers. Still a good team, but that chink in the armor is starting to show with Purdy. And 3 straight losses, it's like, and most of those losses was at Purdy's fault. So I think that until you can improve on what that is, and we said it before, you can't have your offense depending on 1 or 2 players. It's always got to be next man up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that player that's behind Debo should be Debo-esque, but he should be good enough to fill in until Debo comes back. It shouldn't be, if Debo is 10, you shouldn't drop all the way down to a 5. You should be hover around 7 or 8, something like that, enough to keep you in games. I got the Lions at number 5. Great team. Probably win a division. I just want to see, I think after I see how they play against the Chargers, I may move them up higher. Right now, I got them at 5. Dolphins at number 4. I like the Miami team. They gritty. They play hard. I do see the flaws in, stop beating up on New England type teams.
Yeah.
Chiefs at number 3. I told you my thing with that. They need some ass over there. Ravens at number 2. I like what Ravens are doing. I like I've always been a Lamar fan. I don't shit on them like everybody else do. I think they got a nice solid team. They got a bully team. They got bullies over there. I like that. And Eagles by default, because they record and they've been winning, I still got to put them at number 1 until somebody knocks them off.
Yeah, well, the last few weeks, nobody wants to stay at 1 because I put Lions, Chiefs, 49ers number 1, and last 3 weeks, all of them get knocked off. So, Eagles, I think you're on upset alert.
Right.
I want to kind of look like right now. So,
they about to lose to
no, not the Cowboys. No, not the Cowboys. That's
what they probably gonna lose to. They play the Cowboys next.
Yeah, they got it this week.
Yeah, they're gonna lose to the Cowboys.
No, please, I do not need them losing to the Cowboys because I'm not trying to hear Cowboys fans for a full fucking week.
Hey man, come on. Let them have a week.
That's
all they get anyway.
Eagles, I thought y'all was the best team in the NFL. Yeah,
they have a week. They can't have they won't get a season, so they might as well have a week.
I can't. A couple more minutes before we get out of here. Well, let's preview this Titans and Steelers game right now. And I gotta say this. I think this is about to be probably one of the worst football games in the history of football, bro.
Just terrible.
Just terrible. The Steelers are, man, that offense is terrible.
The offense is so Matt Canada. What are you talking about here?
Go ahead, dog.
Bruh, the way he run his offense would have been great in 1979. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been a shit in 85.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Look at this innovative offense. What
you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. Why are we running this old antiquated offense? I don't understand.
Whoa, what was that word?
Adequated, sir. Adequated.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You are killing the word game. You can't even spell it. My guy is kicking ass over there today.
Fuck spell it. I just picked the words out of it. I don't worry about spelling. I got ChatGPT for that.
He was like,
I'm like, hey Siri, how do you spell adequated? That's all I need. Speak, bitch. Oh.
I can't not.
I mean, this dang old offense, bro, is just so outdated. I mean, they don't. I was looking at the statistics. They one of the lowest when it comes to running the ball on first down. They use the pass as a run game, and my thing is like they so vanilla, so predictable. Know what they're gonna do. You're not using the strength. You're not using Kenny Pickett to his strength. I mean, not to say he got a lot, but still, use to his strength. You have weapons. You got a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You got some good, decent receivers.
Yeah,
I like Frankie move.
Fire move, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I like the offensive weapons you have. You got a great defense. So you have pieces, bro. It's just the way he runs his offense. It's just Matt Canada, man. They need to get an OC that's going to be innovative with his offense so they can be competitive in that division.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I don't think it's all Kenny Pickett. It's not. I'm not putting all on Kenny Pickett.
Bruh, I'm glad you said that because I was on the Kenny Pickett train at the beginning of the season after never wanting to be a passenger on it. And I'm like, man, after 2 weeks, I'm like, man, I'm off that shit.
I'm off this shit. This is a bumpy ride.
Bro, I keep looking at their football games. I'm like, how the hell y'all got 4 wins? How the hell they 4-3? I'm being so serious. I have no clue how the hell they 4-3. Because just the way that this offense is just so vanilla and tofu and boring.
Right. I mean, a lot of the games they won was on defense. I mean, look at the games they won. Most of them were real close games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was real low scoring.
Touchdowns. Their defense has scored some touchdowns. Or at least
got a lot of field goals kicked.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of they kicker right now, the MVP.
The kickers are their MVP. I didn't get hurt. They're in trouble. For real.
Hey, the kicker about to get a pay raise, bro. Right. Hey, if I'm the kicker right now, hey man, I'm going to the office right now. Hey man, I need a raise.
Let's check this out, man. I'm keeping y'all motherfuckers in this game. I need some money. I got bills. You know what I'm saying? Then my baby mama called me about paychecks and shit and child support. I need some more money.
Hey man, this child support getting too high, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Keeping y'all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting nervous when I kick the ball. I got child support. I'm gonna need more money. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, this alimony is kicking my ass.
I'm about to hold my leg for ransom. I got all the leverage here. Y'all motherfuckers ain't scoring.
All the leverage, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Kenny Pickett ain't doing shit.
It is to be a field goal kicker.
You know what I'm saying?
Pennsylvania.
You know how much pressure I'm under here?
This old windy ass city and shit. You know all the wind that come through this raggedy ass stadium and shit. Pay me.
Pay me. I got Wiz Khalifa calling me.
Yeah. You talking about black and yellow?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, for real though. Hey, kicker. Hey, I need a pay raise right the hell now. I don't know how the hell they 4-3 and look, I ain't falling for that fool's goal to Will Levis throwing 4 touchdowns last week.
Please, please. I'm seeing it all on social media. Is Will Levis the future? Yeah, I'm like,
okay, he about to go against a good defense. We'll see what's up.
We'll see after the night.
You know what you say? hey, bro, I cannot wait till tonight.
Right,
that Pittsburgh defense put that whooping on them like I think they will. I can't wait to see.
I can't wait. They're gonna be quiet.
chirp chirp. I was like, no, where's all that Will Levis talk?
All right, I thought he was the man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was crowning him as the Messiah,
bruh. They 3 and 4.
He's gonna stay this team. He's the future. Right. Will Levis. I'm like, okay,
all right.
Hey, every dog have his day.
Every squirrel gives a nut.
You know what I'm saying? He got his nut. Now he about to go back in hibernation. For real. For real.
Hey man, so I ain't falling for it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm going with the Steelers, man.
I'm definitely going with Steelers.
I think that this defense is just going to dominate the game. I don't know, man. It's hard to say because of the way the Steelers offense is, but I think that the defense has enough that they can eat and probably maybe score. I think Will Levis is going to do something crazy, throw some picks, fumble the ball. I think going to do something that the defense is going to score, and that's all I need is 1 or 2 scores in the game over.
Hey man,
now, the Titans have a decent defense, but it's not as good as Pittsburgh.
No, it's not. But both defenses are both stuck in a situation where you're going to have to carry a lot of load because your damn offense ain't worth the damn. Neither one of these offenses worth the damn. I'm not falling for that 4-touchdown shit from last week because at the end of the day, I'm looking at a better coach defense in Pittsburgh. I'm looking at a better, overall players for defense. I know they're saying Meek Fitzpatrick, he'll be out, but no, I still got faith. I still got
TJ, right?
No, TJ's playing.
Okay.
No, he's still playing. Okay. And so is Highsmith, and so is all those other pass rushers that get after it. And then, DeAndre Hopkins might not even play. He's questionable.
You be in trouble.
And that was a big part of your 4 touchdowns last week, Will Levis.
Levis about to see TJ Watt in 3D. For real.
You might. I mean, I see TJ Watt ghost.
You know what I'm saying?
What is going on? TJ Watt about to act the fool tonight. That's what I think for sure. But hey, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. You know what it is. Tap in with us. IOW Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, where all the content is stored. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Let you know when we drop new content.
Right.
IOW Sports 1 on the Twitter. And hey, you want to chop it up with me or Detroit Mail personally, you know where to find us, man. We are always doing something, especially on the Twitter. No Name Podcast for you Detroit Lions fans, Wildcard Chief for you Chiefs fans. Man, great episode. But hey, man, we got to shut the door on y'all, man. We'll check it out and kick it with y'all. Hey, real quick, tap in with myself and Bobby G. Game Time 216. We'll do the Thursday night post game reactions and all that. So tap in with me and Bobby G on his YouTube channel, and we'll check you out Monday. All right, y'all. It's been real. I gotta go. I gotta get the hell up out of here.
All right.